sure we must be close, Dot?
That's what you said 28 miles ago, miss. When we turned right instead of left at Seymour. Do you think Mr. Voigt's farm has any baby animals?
I may have used the term farm loosely, Dot.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well...
Hello?
Well, good afternoon, ladies. Clem Ford. You need some assistance?
Good afternoon, Sergeant Ford. We're looking for the Voigt winery.
You're looking at it. Just harvested.
Oh.
So everyone's in town for the wine festival. I'm heading back that way myself.
Thank you.
Winery, miss.
Don't worry, Dot. It's strictly business. I've been called here on a case. Although, we may be forced to accept refreshments.
Maybe we should wait for Oscar.
Your brother's missed the last 10 years. I don't think one more's going to make a difference.
Go on.
Thanks, pal.
Told you to get the lads to lug everything.
All right, we all know why we're here.
Let's all raise our glasses, eh?
You all know I'm not really one for speeches. So, thank you to everyone. To the workers and to Frank.
Frank.
Couldn't run this winery without you, Frank.
My boy, Frank.
Frank.
Well, enough talking. Let's drink.
What about the toast your dad used to make? Can't argue with tradition.
All right, then. Zum Wohle. May this vintage be even better than the last. Prost.
Prost.
This looks like somewhat of a dry argument.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr...
Dr. Ryan, but let's not stand on formalities. Bob will do nicely.
Phryne Fisher. May I present Miss Williams?
Lovely to meet you, ladies.
This is a very pleasant get-together.
Yes, yes, the townsfolk gather every year for a toast.
Dad! It's Mr. Voigt. He's not breathing.
What?
Hurry!
Yes, yes.
Where?
Through here!
Where's... I'm sorry, Erik.
I came in here to find him, and I nearly tripped over him. Oh, Dad! Oh.
If we could have all the women outside, please, please.
Oscar Voigt, I presume. How terrible. I'd arranged to meet him this morning, but I was running late.
Lady detective.
I thought I could offer my assistance.
Well, I don't see what assistance a woman who interferes in police business could offer. So if you wouldn't mind. Frank, take the ladies outside, please. Thank you. I'm sorry about your brother, Erik.
Oscar Voigt asked for my help, Dot. If we'd arrived earlier, he might still be alive.
Don't say that, miss.
The least I can do is to look into his death.
Alma Brightwell, how can I help?
Phryne Fisher, we have a booking?
No rest for the wicked.
Dr. Ryan seems to live here.
Look how many they lost, miss.
Two Brightwells. Poor woman.
Her husband and her son, by the look of it.
I'm afraid I've made a bit of a mistake.
Oh?
We're redecorating. No rooms are vacant, I'm sorry to say.
But There appears to be only one other booking in your register. Dr. Ryan.
I'm telling you, nothing else is available.
That's a shame, given that you can only refuse a traveller lodging if the premises are full, or if the traveller has insufficient funds.
I'll have to do my best to find you something then.
Lovely. If you would have our bags taken up to our rooms. Meanwhile, we'll take in the sights. Hello, Doctor.
Miss Fisher, my daughter Flora.
It must have been a terrible shock for you to find Oscar Voigt like that.
I'd made him lunch. I keep house for the Voigts, and he hardly finished it before he raced off to the storage house.
What time, do you remember?
About 1 o'clock. But Oscar's only been back a few months. They've had such terrible luck, that family. First Mr. Voigt dying, and then the family breaking apart, and now this.
All right, my darling. Go. Frank will take you. I'll be there shortly. All right?
Have you called the coroner?
Yes, well, they've been notified, but in the case of a heart attack, the body goes straight to the funeral director.
He was very young to have a heart attack.
There was a family history. The father, Mikhail, he went the same way.
That still doesn't explain the bruise on his head. It's broken fingernails.
I don't think a small-town doctor can recognise a heart attack when he sees it.
The small-town doctor might be under duress to sort things out quickly.
Erik wants his brother cremated as soon as possible.
He's not wasting much time. Didn't the brothers get on?
Well, they had business to sort out. Now, look, if you will excuse me, I must go to my daughter. Good day.
Miss Fisher, lady detective. If I catch you anywhere near Mr. Voigt's body, I'll charge you with trespass.
Well, I wouldn't want that.
Good. So the sooner you stop nosing around and move on, happier we'll all be.
Excuse my intrusion at this terrible time, Mr. Voigt. Phryne Fisher.
I know who you are. My brother hired you to make trouble.
I prefer to see myself as someone who resolves trouble. Did you have much contact with your brother since he's been living in Melbourne?
No, none. My brother and my mother turned their backs on this place a long time ago.
Allow me.
I've worked this property for 11 years with only Frank to help. If I want to share my half of this property with Frank, then that's my concern. Oscar didn't need some fancy detective from the city to challenge that.
If your brother wanted to solve a property dispute, he would have hired a lawyer, not a detective.
Then why are you here?
Oscar said he'd found some photographs. He asked me to investigate a suspicious death.
Who? What photographs?
He didn't elaborate. But given that he's now also died in suspicious circumstances, it's an odd coincidence, don't you think? I wish he had told me more, because I still plan to do the job he hired me for. And I don't believe your brother died of natural causes. Perhaps we should have let them redecorate.
Couldn't we stay in the next town, miss?
It's all bluff, Dot. They're just trying to scare us off.
So what else did you find out from Flora?
She was the last person to see Oscar Voigt alive at lunchtime, around 1. It's very interesting, Dot. Oscar had this black substance, like soot, smudged all over his clothing and his hands. And I found this match dropped nearby. He had a bruise on his head. And his fingernails look like he'd been scratching desperately. The sooner we solve this case, the sooner we can leave. But we'll need to examine the body more thoroughly before the funeral director's carted off first thing in the morning.
Sounds like a midnight break into me, miss.
Doesn't have to be midnight. Bedside drawer? It's all right, Dot. It's only a carpet python. But how it found its way into a closed drawer, I have no idea. But it looks like you shot a hole through Mrs. Brightwell's skirting board.
Everything all right in there?
Perfectly, thank you. What was that dreadful noise?
Thought you might tell me.
You're right about us not being welcome, Dot.
So we're leaving?
No, but we definitely need reinforcements. Just, keep your distance. I'll have housekeeping take care of that. Good evening, Sergeant. Doctor? I'd like to make a trunk call to Melbourne.
Certainly.
Collins. 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 What are you doing?
City South Police.
Is that my collected Shakespeare?
It's Miss Fisher on the telephone. For you, sir.
Hello, Jack. I'm afraid we're stranded. My vehicle has broken down in Maiden Creek, and I find myself in desperate need of a mechanic.
Don't they have one in the town?
Normally, I would attempt to repair it on my own. But in this instance, I believe I could use your expert assistance. It's a very particular problem.
What kind of particular problem, Miss Fisher?
There seem to be all sorts of anomalies, but I can't quite put my finger on the real source of the problem.
You're losing your touch, Miss Fisher.
You know what they say about many hands. As much as I'm enjoying the local hospitality of this beautiful town, I wouldn't want to outstay my welcome.
Uh-huh. Where did you say you were?
Maiden Creek. First thing in the morning would be fine, but I'm counting on you. Goodbye, I'll see you then.
Maiden Creek.
Couldn't help overhearing about your car troubles. Hispano-Suiza. Am I right?
You'd think the Spanish and the Swiss between them could build a reliable engine.
If you can't trust the Swiss, who can you trust?
Where are you off to?
Oh, just for a stroll, taking the night air.
Oh, be careful of the old mine shafts. There's a lot of them about. And one wrong step in the dark and it can be a very long fall.
Thank you for the warning, Sergeant.
If you want to get to that winery, miss, we'll have to find a way to distract that police officer.
I agree, Dot.
Collins. Didn't notification of a death come through from Bendigo?
A few hours ago, sir, yes.
Miss Fisher didn't mention it. Thank you. Oh, and Collins, why are you reading my Shakespeare?
Just in case I ever need to get my words right, sir, for a special occasion, like a speech or an announcement. And I think Dot would like me to improve.
Well, if you ever need to make some kind of romantic declaration, Collins, you can't go past Shakespeare.
Thank you, sir.
Hello?
What?
Yes, I was wondering if I could speak to Miss Phryne Fisher.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We've been having problems with the lines. Can you hear me?
Hello? Hello? Collins, get me the details on that Bendigo death. Name and next of kin.
Yes, sir.
Evening, miss.
Evening, Sergeant. I wonder if you could help me find my way back to the hotel?
Who's there? Show yourself.
Your brother's clothes are covered in the same residue I found inside one of the empty vats. And drag marks clearly lead from the vat to where your brother's body was found. Even if he had a heart attack, there are still unanswered questions. And people who don't want those questions asked.
You mean Clem?
You tell me. Does he stand to gain anything?
What is she doing here?
Clem?
Get out!
Clem!
Does he?
Does who?
It's all right, Clem. Miss Fisher's working for me. Oscar left these behind.
Seems your brother was fond of the poetry of his fatherland.
He was always better at German than me.
There are several pages missing.
That's odd. He was very particular about his books.
Have you seen these before?
No. Looks like old photographs of the winery.
Did you know your brother had written to the Bendigo Standard, asking for copies of photographs from the 1918 wine festival?
Oh, that must be a mistake. The festival was cancelled that year. The town planned to hold it late to celebrate the end of the war, but my father died the night before.
Do you know how your father died?
He wasn't well. The war took a heavy toll on him.
Do you mind if I borrow these negatives?
If you think it'll help.
You know, if you want me to find Oscar's murderer, you can't let them take his body away.
My name is Sgt Ford. You telephoned me, but the police have already informed me about the death of my son. Perhaps you can assist me. I need to retrieve Oscar's possessions.
Of course. Excuse me. Inspector, Mrs. Voigt?
Hello, Mrs. Voigt. Our call was just an inquiry, but of course, if we can help in any way.
I told him not to go back to that godforsaken town. They will not be happy until all of us are gone.
What exactly is your arrangement with Frank Ford?
I split the profits with him. It started off with just a handshake.
I thought you crushed all the grapes.
It's an old variety I keep just for myself at the house. Thank you.
I take it your brother Oscar hadn't been back here for long.
No. He arrived shortly after I wrote to him about splitting my share of the winery with Frank. I needed Oscar's approval.
He was reluctant.
Well, he wanted it to stay in the family. And Frank was happy with things just the way they were. It was Clem who wanted his son to have half a share of the vineyard.
So Oscar was in Clem's way.
Yeah, Oscar always said, you couldn't manage here alone. Not with this arm, anyway. Compliments of the Kaiser. Fighting for the Allies, not the Kaiser, by the way.
May I?
Please.
I need to know what happened between you and your brother, if you want my help.
Erik.
Thank goodness. Someone was here. The door was unlocked.
My pistol. It's gone. Pack your bags, Dot. We're leaving. We need to get Jack back here before morning, otherwise all the evidence will be cremated. Hop in the car, Dot.
Leaving already?
Afraid so. City calls.
Motor's working now, is it?
Oh, these cars are very temperamental.
Can't trust those Spanish. Nor the Swiss.
You can't let him do this.
Bendigo police have ordered that the body be transferred there.
Don't you think it's convenient that the moment questions get raised, the body gets whisked away?
You don't understand. I don't want to be an outsider in this town.
But he's your brother.
I'm sorry.
Condolences, Erik. What's going on?
Unload that hearse, driver.
What the bloody hell do you think you're doing?
Detective Inspector Jack Robinson. I'm afraid that body will have to remain in town until a police coroner clears it for removal.
On whose orders?
Mine. I'm taking over the Voigt case. You all right?
All the better for seeing you, Jack.
No one had any reason to kill Oscar. There's no evidence of foul play.
And Miss Fisher's car?
Oh, that's nothing to do with me. She said she was having problems last night. She telephoned her mechanic. I mean, you're a sensible bloke. You must see, copper to copper, what she's saying doesn't make any sense.
How do you explain the fact that Oscar Voigt's body was moved? Where did the soot come from, the drag marks?
If you had any thoughts on the case, you could have come to me.
I've already explained your vested interest in the Voigt winery to Inspector Robinson.
Do you mind accounting for your movements yesterday?
Oscar Voigt was last seen alive at 1 p.m. Where were you?
I was at the Warrong stockyards.
Can anyone confirm that, sir?
Ask the foreman's son. He'll tell you. I left there at 2 o'clock. The bridge was down on the highway. It took me an hour to get back. You would have seen me arrive back in Maiden Creek just before 3.
Convenient.
Look, you won't find what you're looking for.
Thank you, but right now I'd like to see my crime scene.
Sulfide. Don't know what it's doing here. We burn sulfur sticks to sterilize the vats.
Is that what Oscar was doing, cleaning the vat?
Well, if he wasn't doing it right. You burn the stick over a bowl so it won't stick to the vat. If the sulfide stays in the vat, it'll spoil the wine.
Sulfide's poisonous, isn't it?
Not to touch. You wouldn't want to spread it on toast, I suppose.
Oh, yes. The fumes could definitely be fatal in a confined space.
Like trapped in a wine vat with the lid closed.
Yet you were prepared to declare the cause of death as heart attack.
Did the sergeant pressure you?
No. No, why would you say that?
Sergeant Clem Ford has done good service by this town.
And now you're all terrified of him.
No, look, it's all right, Valma. I knew there was a history of heart problems in the family. I assumed that this was the same. No, this was my fault. It's not Clem's. I jumped to a hasty conclusion.
Where were you yesterday between 1 and 3 o'clock?
At 3 o'clock, I was here for the first tasting.
And before that?
I was at a solicitor's in Bendigo
Why?
to contest my father's will.
On what grounds?
That he was not of sound mind when he made a will stopping us from selling our shares.
But your father wasn't mad, was he? He died of a heart attack.
That's what they told us. If that were true, then why didn't they let us look at him? And we never saw the body. The casket was nailed shut. And I tried to talk to Oskar about it, but... My father was locked up for years, away from everything that mattered to him. His heart was broken.
The people of this town tried to save us from the truth.
But I don't believe he died. I believe he killed himself. The shot came from over there.
Do you want to tell me what you're looking for?
I haven't been fired.
You only had to ask. Anything else I can help you with, Inspector?
Yes. Can I check your gun, Sergeant?
Excuse me.
There is
One other thing I neglected to mention earlier. Somebody stole my pistol out of the hotel room.
What kind of town is this?
They make very good wine.
It's lovely here, isn't it, Dottie? Romantic, you might even say.
Yes. Yes, it's idyllic. If it weren't for the snakes and the dead bodies.
Dot.
Is that Flora? What is she doing?
Dot.
Flora! Excuse me, Flora! You dropped this.
Oh, I thought it was one of my good handkerchiefs. Some of the children in town find it a lark to still washing off the line for the scarecrow. Thank you.
Remind me, Flora is?
Where's your notebook, Hugh? Flora Ford. She's Dr. Ryan's daughter, but she's married to Frank Ford, that policeman's son.
It is a small town, isn't it?
She was looking for something. Didn't you notice, Hugh? Looks like some sort of poetry.
Could be a love poem.
Why don't you say that, Hugh? You all right? You seem strange today.
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Come on, Hugh. Collins!
Sir, Dot.
Liebes Lied.
Doch alles, was uns verbindet.
All that touches us, you and me, binds us together like the stroke of a bow that draws one chord from two strings. It's Rainer Maria Rilke.
Very impressive, Jack.
I'll pass it on to my German teacher.
Hugh was right. A love poem.
And I know exactly who sent it.
Oscar.
Inspector. Your revolver, sir.
Hugh needs to talk with Mrs. Voigt, and I want you to get these negatives developed.
But, Miss...
I'll be fine, Dot.
I know a scenic lookout we could stop at along the way.
We won't have time for that, Hugh.
You must promise me you'll take Dot straight home, Hugh.
Of course, miss.
Oh, and, 12th night, Collins.
Some kind of police code? Scarecrow is where you left messages for each other.
What?
How long was this going on, you and Oscar?
I'm a married woman.
A married woman who receives love poetry from another man.
It was about learning the language.
German? Or the language of love? That explains why you were so distraught when you found your lover dead.
Oscar confided in me about what a hard choice it was to leave, about trying to heal the rift with his brother. He didn't believe Erik about his father's death, but I told him I'd heard things too.
What kind of things?
Well, just rumors. When I was a kid, that Oskar Voigt had shot himself.
You knew, didn't you?
Knew what? I'm not a mind reader.
About Flora. You knew he was sending her poetry.
No harm in words. She's my wife, not his.
He was wooing her under your nose.
And you stood to benefit from his death. No approval needed. Half of everything with Oscar out of the way.
True, but why would I do it? Eric's always looked after me. I'm happy as I am.
Tell us exactly where you were between 1 and 3 o'clock.
I was setting up for the harvest lunch. Lugging tables, carting crates of wine.
Is anyone with you?
Look, talk to Valma. She was the one ordering me about.
I can't be expected to remember who goes where.
You know everything that goes on in this town. You eavesdrop on every telephone conversation.
I never. We look after each other here.
Is that what you call it?
There's never any trouble before the Krauts turned up.
The war was a long time ago.
Not for me. There's not a day goes by when I don't see Andrew and my boy right here. As if they never left.
Inspector! Inspector! It's Oscar. His body's been taken from the cool room.
Thank you. Dottie, I waited for lunch. I thought we could go to the pie cart. Maybe a walk through the gardens afterwards?
Well, have you contacted Ida Voigt yet?
I've told her landlord we need to speak with her.
And what about the negatives?
Still waiting from a call from a lab, but...
Then I think we should stay here.
Dottie, I'm sure it'll be all right if we stepped out for a few minutes.
Honestly, Hugh, I don't know how you can think of your stomach at a time like this with Miss Fisher and the inspector trapped in that horrible town.
Right, well, I'll make a cup of tea then.
Sgt Ford? Empty.
He could be anywhere.
The sergeant mentioned the area is full of abandoned mine shafts. Look at this. Clem Ford said that he left for wrong at 2 p.m. on the day that Oscar died. He said the bridge was down on the highway and it took him an hour to get back.
I checked. The bridge was out.
But look at this track here. It's a shortcut across the gully. He had the time.
We arrived as newlyweds. We had the vines we brought on the boat, Dornfelder from the Rhine. Those vines were our life, and we worked so hard. With a festival every year, and people came from all around.
Until the war.
Then my boys marched away to fight for the king. And nobody would speak of anything with a German name. They locked Michael up at Langwarren.
But both your boys survived the war.
Yes, I went to Station Pier to meet them. We were so happy it was over. But while I was away, Michael died. Everyone said it was his heart. But I think we all knew that that was a lie. Michael was as strong as an ox. He must have killed himself.
What the hell is going on here?
Where's Oscar Voigt's body?
I'd say he dropped down the bottom of a mine shaft by now.
Steady on, cowboy. Let's go. You mind telling me what the charge is?
Why don't we start with obstruction? Perhaps add conspiracy to pervert the course of justice.
Then there's always murder.
I told you I was at the wrong stockyards and the bridge was down.
We believe you till that point.
Then you cut across the gully.
When you drove into town, your car was muddy, which is why you asked Frank to clean it.
I did drive through the gully, but not to kill Oscar Voigt. I followed Erik to Bendigo. Make sure he showed up at the solicitor's. Get them on the telephone, ask him. We spoke after Erik left. The solicitor said there was a good chance of overturning the will, so why would I bother killing Oscar Voigt? He was born here. Used to play with Frank. All the other kids.
All the other sons who were lost in the war.
Your son requested these from the Bendigo newspaper just before he died. They seem to upset him, but we're not sure why.
"1918. But I don't understand. Mikhail was not there for the festival that year. Mikhail died the night before. But this is Mikhail.
Maiden Creek Hotel, how can I help you?
Hello, I'd like to contact one of your guests, please. A Miss Fisher.
Dot, it's me.
Miss, we found out something. It was in the photographs.
Ryan. William J. Son of the only permanent guest, Dr. Ryan.
What business is that of yours?
None whatsoever. What goes on behind closed doors is entirely your own business. But when it comes to murder, that's when it becomes our business. It's the doctor you're protecting, not Clem.
What's going on?
Hello, Doctor.
Bob, I didn't say a word.
She didn't have to.
You lit the sulfur stick. When I first met you, Valma brushed something off your shirt. Half an hour later, you were wearing a fresh shirt.
Oh, well.
Valma washed it for you, but the stain never came out.
I tried my best, Miss Fisher.
No, Valma.
I wondered where that got to.
On the counter, please. Or I'll shoot.
Valma, please.
And the keys to the cell. Go get Clem out. Outside.
I don't think you've thought this through, Mrs. Brightwell.
You can hardly kill us in broad daylight.
Might be best not to give her any ideas.
Stay there! What are you doing? Stop it!
Sorry.
Ronnie?
It's all right, Jack. Valma is obviously an excellent markswoman, or she would have killed me by now. And she would have shot you in the head instead of just shooting off your hat.
Everyone back inside.
Valma, I will give myself up.
You heard the doc, Val. Let it go.
My gun, Valma.
Put it down, Val.
You can hardly shoot the whole town. You only have 3 bullets left.
She's right, Val. Time to put an end to this. All of it.
No! Don't do this!
You filled out a false death certificate for Mikhail Voigt. You claimed he died the night before the cancelled 1918 festival.
Doctor. It was a bad time for everyone. Especially Valma.
Andrew went at the beginning of the war. And then on the morning of the festival, I received a telegram about my son. He was wounded on Armistice Day. He took that long to die.
When her husband died, she didn't shed a tear. She worked hard, put her grief behind her. Then, when her son died when he did, too much. We all decided to hold the festival late that year. The Bendigo newspaper sent a photographer for pictures. It was going to be the first festival we had in 4 years.
They wanted to do a feature about peace and prosperity. They took pictures of the banner and the main street and then went off to look at the grapevines. That's when we saw the community hall.
I tried to reason with Mikhail to cancel the festival, but he wouldn't listen, so the doc gave it a go. That's when she did it. Cleaned up. And then, when Voigt's wife and sons arrived, we told them that Mikhail had died the night before.
Oscar Voigt figured it all out, didn't he?
Sent away for a copy of the death certificate. He said he was going to have the body exhumed. Said he'd hired a detective to find out what really happened to his father. He thought it was Clem. Clem. All our secrets dragged out. I tried to convince him, but he didn't care.
I lost them, along with every young man of fighting age in our town. And those two Kraut boys came marching home. Where's the justice in that?
You killed an innocent man. And a whole town held their tongues. That's not justice.
Sorry.
There's someone here who would like to see you.
Oh, Mutter.
Dot, you have a visitor.
Hello, Dottie.
Feel free to help yourself to a bottle of wine.
Where are the household candles, Dottie? In the...
Why? What for?
I wanted this to be perfect, Dottie. I wanted rolling country hills, a scenic lookout, or a starry night with a full moon. Now, here is my hand. That... Sorry, I can't. You shall from this time on, be your master's mistress.
Excuse me?
Oh, no, don't. I didn't mean... I can't read it properly because I turned off the...
Please.
It's not...
You just... Stop. Stop worrying.
Dottie, I love you. I love you so much. Because you make everything all right. And because I couldn't imagine my life without you in it. Would you do me the honor of being my wife? You will?
Yes. Oh, wait.
Vince.
Now that, Hugh Collins, was just perfect.
Now this is a very special wine. Well, it's more like grape juice at this stage, but it's special nonetheless. To Maiden Creek.
May we never see the likes of her again. May I ask what's so special about this wine?
I crushed it myself.
What with?
With my feet. Mainly.
Not a bad job.
And I need to thank you for coming to my rescue.
Is that what I did?
Eventually. And you paid dearly in the millinery sense, so... There. For the next woman who uses you for target practice.